Alright, so here we are in our final game. Final match, I should say. We have a good hand. This is actually, this is really like the perfect set of cards to have here in the beginning. Obviously we need a few lands, but, you know, we have a 2-drop that is also a land. We have a removal spell. We have Matter Reshaper to fill out our curve in case our Hedron Crawler dies. And if our Hedron Crawler doesn't die, you know, we'll be able to ramp directly into our Hedron Archive with a land drop. So, do need a land to unlock our hand, but it looks like we're gonna at least not have to worry about our Crawler dying. And we do need a land. I would rather play the Matter Reshaper because there's a chance my opponent just Dromoka's commands my Hedron Crawler, seeing that I'm missing land drops. I don't want to get the Matter Reshaper online first. So I'm definitely going to block this. This tells me that he probably does have a Dromoka's command. But if he's going to kill my Hedron Crawler, I want my Matter Reshaper to die just so that I can have access to extra draws. And alright, the Sanctum goes into the battlefield. And I think that I just want to play the Thought-Knot Seer and try to stabilize the board. Maybe snipe a Gideon. Ooh. Alright, well this is a little unfortunate. I can snipe the Gideon, but that means he's going to be able to eat this Thought-Knot Seer and the next one, which is pretty bad. So I don't like that. I am happy though to get rid of this Gideon. Gideon's pretty bad. I am worried for my life though. So what I'm looking to do here, oh well that's good. That is what I'm gonna do. Leave him with a, yeah. Get this now. So on the following turn, there's a good chance my opponent just plays his Den Protector, and I'll probably just play Hedron Archive and Spatial Contortion it in the same turn, and then try to play the Oblivion Sower. Is most likely what'll happen. I don't really want to play the Thought-Knot Seer. So I actually really want my mana to go up. I think the Thought-Knot Seer isn't really a bad idea per se, but I think just ramping up my mana so I can hit Oblivion Sower is better. And my opponent will have 2 Dromoka's commands in his hand. But Not a whole lot I can do about that. Fortunately, in this matchup, the Jamoka's commands are not going to be that effective because they my creatures are so big. We'll be able to get my Thought-Knot Seers, but that's it. Three, 4, 5, 6. Might be a game where Sea Gate Wreckage actually gets to play a real role. Man, it's a shame to only get one land. It would have been really cool to play Thought-Knot Seer that turn also. So what if my opponent has cards like Declaration of Stone to deal with Oblivion Sower? Either way, at this point I'm feeling pretty good. I'm at a fairly high life total. My opponent doesn't have a lot going on, although he has a fair amount of cards in hand. But I'm going to be able to get some decent redraws. If I ever draw an Ulamog, it's going to be insane. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this again, see if we can get access to our Thought-Knot Seer. Nice. Now we can start going to work. Two 5/8 is probably a pretty big deal. Ooh, Tragic Arrogance. Let's get rid of that. Also write these others down. Command, Vector, Nissa. Tragic Arrogance is so good. And so now if I don't draw something good, I'll be able to draw my card, play it, activate Sea Gate Wreckage, and depending on, you know, what the status of my hand is at that point, I may even be able to activate the Hedron Archive. So now that I'm not, like, because I'm so ahead on mana, I should be able to find what I need out of my deck. This card really is gross. Oblivion Sower's craziness. So it's going to be double Dramoka's command to kill my Thought-Knot Seer and make it so Den Protector can attack through my blockers. That would work. That's one command down. 2 commands down. So my opponent has Protector, Nissa, and something else in hand. Alright, so play this. There's also a chance that I could. No, I don't think so. With a land, my opponent could potentially. No, he wouldn't be able to kill me with a Dramoka's command and Avacyn. Titan's Presence is kind of nice. Not really nice enough though. Not really the best redraws. Might have even been better to try to flip a Westvale Abbey. I still might lose this one, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, am I gonna lose this? I think I'm gonna lose this. Don't do anything. And I'm dead. And what a bummer. Can't believe I lost that game. I guess instead of drawing more cards, I should have just tried to flip my Westvale Abbey. I guess that's a clear mistake on my part. A little unfortunate. Either way, though, we are on to game 2, and do I want to sideboard anything? I think Reality Smasher's pretty good against the Planeswalkers. I think Matter Reshapers are not very good. And I think there's is there any utility for Warping Wail? Not really. I think 2 of the Matter Reshapers can come back in for that. The nice thing about Blight Herder is it can catch you up from being behind and help you stabilize all the tokens. So even though the Reality Smashers are good against the Planeswalkers, I think actually maybe it might be more important for me to have a certain level of board presence. Oh, I did have Tragic Arrogance. Tragic Arrogance would be a good reason to have Warping Wail in. The green white deck is so hard to play against because the deck can play out in multiple different ways. They can rush you down, like that game happened, or if I had left him with a Tragic Arrogance, he could have actually answered a lot of my stuff and ground me out. Yeah, I think I should keep at least 2 of the Warping Wails in. So maybe I just don't actually sideboard at all. Reality Smasher is good at killing the Planeswalkers, but I kind of want to just play defensive and ramp into Ulamogs. So yeah, I think I'm going to roll like this. I guess actually, the thing I could do is take out 4 of these, bring in all 4 Reality Smashers, and trim 2 of the Hedron Archives or 2 Blight Herders, and just lower my curve. But I just lose so much power, I don't think I actually want to do that. So I'm going to roll like this. So basically no changes. It doesn't really have any action, but it's got a Mana Accelerant and an answer to Sylvan Advocate, so I'm going to keep it. The big mana potential is pretty big. Oh, there we go. That might be worth going now rather than later. If I play Hedron Crawler, I don't really want it to get Dromoka's commanded. And have the hanger back become a 3/3. I don't really want to face down on Nissa either. The thing is, it's like if I play the Hedron Crawler, I'm not even really ramping into anything. So I think I'm just going to do nothing and just plan on leveling up my Mage-Ring Network. There's a good chance that my opponent has like a Nissa or something here, use all of his mana, or as that. That's mildly awkward, but you know, it's kind of like whatever. There we go. Now I've got something to ramp into. And I believe I'll take this chance just to kill this thing before it generates like too much value. And can we cast Ugin next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yes, we can. I always call Ulamog Ugin. That's 10. And we get some Sanctum of Ugin triggers. And I think what I want to do is actually just target my opponent's mana. And then cast a Void Winnower, and then Kozilek to gas back up. Or Oblivion Sower, that's what I meant. Where's Kozilek? I actually probably should have gotten the 2 basic lands so that they would come into play untapped, but whatever. Kind of annoying. And let's see, considering how big of an issue flyers are, I might actually want to just Titan's Presence this Hangerback Walker now. It only has one card in hand. I'll have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. So I can actually cast my Matter Reshaper first. Which is pretty sweet. Ooh, that's a good card. I like Sirach a lot. Alright, so Spatial Contorting the Thopter's probably better. So I'm going to do that. And now we get to cast Kozilek. And that's cool. So I wouldn't want to cast the Hedron Crawler. It's okay, so I have an option here. One, two, three, four, 5 lands. I think I just want to draw a card so I can counter stuff. That was a little unfortunate. Well, I hope that I basically have my opponent locked out of the game from here. I do basically need to counter any creature that I can. A little annoying. I don't think my opponent has any probable attacks here. Alright. And now we should be okay. Do have to worry about something like an Avacyn. And I don't believe I have any 5-drops in my deck. So one of my goals may actually be to just flip Westvale Abbey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana is what I have access to. So 9 of it, there's 13 mana. 7 of it I want to use for that. Yeah, so I can draw cards off this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I hit 2 lands off of an Oblivion Sower, that would mean that I could cast Oblivion Sower and crack a Spawning Bed, which would be quite good. If I can't do that, I can still cast Hedron Crawler and end up turn Warping Wail. So I think it's worth the risk. Obviously, I played the wrong land this turn. If I only hit one land, I can do the Foundry of the Consuls. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I can catch. So long as I don't get killed by a Avacyn here, I should be in good shape. My opponent can just find one. Alright, so there's Avacyn. He can't cast it this turn, though. Thankfully. Oh, you can just Sirach it. Oh, I'm dead. Man! Ugh! I guess I have Foundry of the Consuls. I can chump block. I might have been too focused on not dying. I probably could have just won by attacking. Oh well. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to crack the spawning bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I'm actually good to go here. 2, 5, 6. And if my opponent has Tragic Arrogance, I guess I'm dead. But other than that, I'm golden. Block with the Avacyn and then sack it to the leap. If he has Tragic Arrogance, I'm dead. If he doesn't have Tragic Arrogance, I have to 100% win. Been a nail biter. Probably didn't play perfectly, but I have to admit that I'm a little unfamiliar with this matchup. Oh, shoot. Ugh! I'm dead. Oh, not my finest moment. Alright, well anyway, this deck's super cool though. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. I am awful. And this was comical. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys next week, 'cause I am dead. Alright, GG.